Curtis, D.I. Wire.
What's good with you DIYers? I'm here with Mark Lux. Mark Lux finally made it to Curtis King TV. What's good with you, bro?
Man, we here, man. I'm good, man. I'm feeling blessed to be here right now and talk the project with you, bro. Thank you for having me, for real.
That's not even a question, bro.
Mhm.
Like the art that you put out, of course, the music we're gonna talk about. What really stood out to me first was the visual representation of your art, with so many people kind of going the opposite direction of doing music videos. You didn't made like some statements that I'm like, hey, what kind of budget bro got? What kind of permits he got? He out here on the freeway and shit. Like,
Breaking a whole lot of rules and a whole just doing a lot with a little, man. I can really
yeah,
say that we do a lot with a little, and I really thank my team, and we have very big ideas, and we don't sacrifice them. We make
yeah,
sure we execute them to the highest level every single time. So I'm appreciative of our minds and the team that I got, for sure.
absolutely. Which is why we had to have you here. Let me give you the proper introduction. Today's guest represents what we mean when we say artist first in DIY. Mark Lux is a West Coast rapper out of Bellflower, California. Did you know I was born in Bellflower, California?
That's crazy,
Little
man.
known fact.
Come on, at the Kaiser.
Probably. I got to
He
put on
said
my team.
probably.
Probably, like, nigga, I wasn't even one yet. You asking me questions like I wasn't 0 years old.
I thought you would have knew that. I think it's only one hospital here, so it got to be that.
What this nigga, Little Uzi Vert says, my third day out here. I don't really know. Shit.
That's crazy.
Introspective, sharp with the pen, and unafraid to experiment. His latest mixtape. I can't believe you called this a damn mixtape. This damn album now listen to. Open Gates feels like a project, and feels more like a project and more like a window, or feels less like a project and more like a window into how he thinks. Today we talk about origins, creative process, artistic risk, and what it really takes to build with intention. Yeah, once again, let me. So here's my first question for you. Before music became the focus, who was Mark Lux growing up in Bellflower?
Man, I was a troubled ass little kid, bro, running around, getting into a lot of trouble and shit. And I was really taking sports serious though. I always thought I was going to be in the league, so I was training really, really hard, trying to become the best basketball player I can, to be honest. And then I think that's where I really got my work ethic and my drive from. That's why I think sports so much and my sports background, because that's what really taught me how to work and to just try to be the best. You know what I mean? I was never the best, but I was always the hardest working nigga on my team. So I really attest like my hard work to what I got going on. And then yeah, man, I was just doing the whole. I was class clown. I was bullshitting a lot. Like it's crazy, man. It's a real crazy shift to who I became. I thank God for it, for real.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. What position were you playing in basketball?
I was point. I'm 5'5".
Playing.
There's only one position for me. So yeah, I was playing
Hey,
point.
look.
Yeah,
We live in a different league now. We live in a different league now where like a center ain't what a center used to be. There ain't too many Shaqs running around, even though Wemby is
yeah,
8'8". But
yeah,
just asking.
yeah.
Do you remember do you well, excuse me, the first question I have, what did rap give you that you weren't getting anywhere else?
Man, true shit. It gave me a sense of direction. I'm gonna be very, very frank with you. I had no father in my household, like really no man like leading me, guiding me on how to become a man ever. And I would look up to certain people that I'm listening to, and I would listen. I'm really, really listening to all the words that they saying, from bad to good. And I'm just glad that the good stuck with me more than the bad things that I was listening to. And it really just like it was like a guiding light and like guiding me through the darkness of my life. And I really think the music that was super potent, showing me like, okay, there's another way to live, and showing me the duality and shit. And that's why I appreciate, the TDEs and, Lauren Hills and people that showing me, okay, there's a God out there, follow him, and he gonna lead you to the right spot.
Yeah, we definitely got that from the listening of Open Gates, which you're definitely gonna talk about a little later. But the spiritual aspect of it is so important. My favorite
Yeah,
artists all have a spiritual aspect to their music, whether it's like the DMXs, the Tupacs, the now to the modern, the Kendricks, Nas. Like there's always that conversation, and you saw a lot of artists kind of stray away from that. So it's refreshing. I
yeah,
mean, it's refreshing to hear. I didn't heard, especially living on the West Coast. I didn't heard so many songs about fades. I've
Yeah.
never listened to such a poetic song
Thank you,
about
man.
fade. I was like, I've never wanted to drop a tear to a
Mm,
song about fades. This is about fades. It's about you
mm,
getting your ass whooped.
yeah.
But we, man, the art I think is led by that spiritual energy, and you can
Mm,
tell. You can
yeah.
obviously tell.
Mm.
Do you remember the first song, Mark Lux, that you ever made, and what it revealed about you at the time?
Yeah, I really do remember the first song that I made. It was called "Fuck the Function Up," somewhere on SoundCloud, and it was low key. It was low key a little bop. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit was bopping. I made it in high school. Where I say like 11th grade. My boy Eli, he took me to the studio, and I ended up. I did a feature for his song, and I ended up doing a song by myself, which was "Fuck the Function Up,"
Okay.
and it really just replicated what I was on at that time, just going to parties in Long Beach, LA, just functioning. It was low key like getting a little buzz out there, and it was getting played in parties and stuff sometimes. So I was like, okay, like maybe I can make this. I can make some music. It's cool. People vibing with it.
Yeah. Okay. So you
Yeah.
got your movement with the song. The song is doing some rounds, and
Mhm.
you're looking at this thing from a whole nother lens. Let me ask you this: when did you realize that this wasn't just some shit to do as a hobby, but something that you wanted to take seriously?
I would say when I was in my dorm room in Kansas, when I was out there in Kansas, when I really realized, okay, you're not gonna make it to no league. You just got out of jail, and you going down the path you said you would never be on. And I remember like when I got out of jail, I really just that's when I really gave everything to God. I was like, God, like really please like show me the way. Show me what I'm supposed to do with this life, because I just know what I'm doing is not right, and it's not leading me to where I want to be as a human. And showed me very quickly who I am
Hmm.
through my dorm room, because I was went to a small college in Kansas, and there wasn't really that many people to mingle with, and I was on a football team, so I got kicked off the team and all type of shit, right? And then I'm in my dorm room every single day, just by myself, just listening to music, not talking to anybody, all by myself. And through the music and through the interviews that I was watching, it really showed me that okay, and I was writing as well, and it showed me okay, like I'm understanding who I am as a person and who I am as a writer and who I can be as an artist. So I said, all right, I'm gonna drop out, move back to Cali. I said I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it for real. Yeah, and I always say what those artists did for me and how they brought me up out of my dark situation in my dorm room. I said, God, let me do the same exact thing for somebody else in that exact same situation. So I think about
Mm,
that all the
yeah.
time, and that's when I knew the importance of music to speak, good into the world, because it's wicked out here.
What exactly is wicked out here? What you explaining is the exact reason. I don't care how ripped up that vinyl gets up here. Sade was that for me. It was like I listened to music that had an influence on me. Obviously, West Coast music is what I grew up on,
Mhm.
but it was certain music that you would get to, like Erica Badu, Jill Scott, and Sade, that I felt had the ability to change the temperature in the room.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
never experienced that. And I think that's a very special process. You talked about watching videos and interviews and the role that God played. Do you know kind of like who was that who was the voice that you were hearing, or what specific content? Was it something that was kind of like guiding you in that space to prioritize faith?
Yeah, man. Like through the music and the interviews, or simply kind of just like the interview.
Whatever you think was the most powerful in that time, because I mean you said it. You said,
I really,
you
yeah,
had some
I
some
really
some
felt.
time.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, it was the whole rap ecosystem. Like I remember watching like Everyday Struggle like all the time. Like that was a big one for me. Like watching
Hmm.
them debate rap and seeing them how passionate they are, whatever about whatever topic. That was like another one. And then that's when I really indulged into just like real lyrical rap. Me, I was a huge like Chicago rap drill scene nigga. Like, and then also too listening to a lot of music from the Ratchet era of LA music. Always
Hmm.
TD, but then I was like, that's when I really got into the thick of Lauryn Hill. Like that's when she really attached to me. That's when I was really studying the albums that TDE was putting out. J. Cole's, really got into Larry June at the time, really, really early when he was. Larry June is somebody who talks about things that is not talked about enough. Like he talks
Hmm.
about a whole other side of this lifestyle shit. And it's really fly and player. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's a cool way to talk about being healthy. It's a cool way to talk about watering your plants and just vibing with your girl and shit. And I was just tapping into a whole bunch of different sounds. Just in the Playboy Cardi, studying him, like what he's doing with his inflections and stuff like that. Just really picking like why are these niggas great? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I think it was just the whole ecosystem of rap because that's when I really like studied it, like for
Yeah.
real.
I think me removing being an artist and a producer off of myself as
Yeah,
just a hip hop fan, especially this new generation, your generation. What
yeah,
I enjoy the most is like y'all don't go into one lane.
mhm,
And even when you dabble into like, because you said Playboy Cardi is another one of your influences, even when
yeah,
you dabble into other spaces, you do that shit to a point where somebody could listen to that and really be under the impression that that's all you make.
yeah,
So it's like you competing in different spaces, and then you get the barring up, and people was like, "Wait a minute, we can get both," because
yeah.
a lot of artists don't want to offer that.
That's real shit. That is real
Mm,
shit, bro. I think that is one thing I am noticing with this new up and coming generation, and I think that just attests because we're trying to give something new. We're trying to give new offerings. You know, I think that's the beauty of hip hop. Every single generation is giving something that the last one didn't.
Yeah,
And I think we're just trying to innovate, man. I think it's a beautiful thing. That's exactly what we're going for Open Gates, and what I'm going to continue to go for every single album. Is really just gel a whole bunch of genres that I love because I love Afro beats, I love R&B, I love alternative music, I
hmm,
love just weird shit too, and that's why it's also it's production in there that's like ooh that's kind of left, like
yeah.
me and Nick, we really appreciate all types of music. We listening to a lot of different shit, gaining inspiration
Gi-
from people
give
we would
me a
never.
name that somebody would never expect Mark Lux to be a fan of the song. Give me a one. Give me like you can give me a few if it come to mind. But what is like a
Yeah,
band or artist that people will be like, wait, what?
great. What? Mm, mm, mm,
Because
mm.
you said alternative,
Yeah, I'm really big on Paris, Texas right now. I don't think that's crazy shock, but like they don't make any type of music that I make. Well,
right?
I'll get into that. Like I'm really trying to get into that lane too. I love Paris, Texas. Uh, Paramore, yeah, what they got going on. That's another one. I think that's kind of regular. And then what else, man? Zach Valerie, he's somebody that I've been listening to.
Okay, I haven't heard him. All
Yeah,
right,
he's super fire,
yeah.
super fire.
Okay, I was just
Yeah,
curious. I was curious because I can hear it in the music. That's
yeah,
obvious to me, but I'm always curious
yeah,
because people start getting into my bag and I start
mhm,
name dropping things like yeah, maps and Radiohead. They like, hold on, how does this
yeah,
play into your world? They have
yeah,
no idea. I think that's kind of part of the cheat code
mhm,
is that your influences are so broad that it
mhm,
don't come like you said. It's regular. It's regular for you to pull from that and put that into a beat that's like a West Coast beat or a trap beat. It's not really
yeah,
a I'm curious as somebody who is an elder West Coast artist. What does being a West Coast artist mean to you? Because I know what that means to me historically and the lineage that has been before both of us. But
mhm.
what does it mean to you today, being a West Coast artist? What does that mean?
Honestly, I feel like it's just like legacy, bro. I feel like we've been kind of been played with like a lot, and we don't get taken serious. And I feel like it's upon me and other counterparts to really continue this legacy that we got going on because it's rich. It's West Coast culture really transcends and it really affected the whole world, the whole hip hop climate, anything that is cool. I really feel like it's generated from hip hop. Like gangbang culture is world spread. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
it's from hip hop. I come from West Coast, so I'm like, I just think so much history is from here, and I just feel like we need to just put respect back on our name over here. I think that's the whole thing with me.
Yeah, and you talked about that. I told you one of my favorite songs, the only child syndrome, where
Yeah,
you getting into the details in terms of how you saw your place standing
yeah,
there at the pop out show. I kid you not, you was there. I had food poisoning. I had to stay at home and watch them on the projector or whatever. But I'm
yeah,
sitting there like I got to put in some work over the next year. And mind you, I didn't put in damn near 20 something years, but it's
yeah,
dope to hear that because I'm like we all felt that, especially
yeah.
being out here.
Mhm.
Can you kind of talk about a little bit about what you were kind of talking about in that moment where you standing there, you seeing all
Yeah,
these artists open up and whatnot?
yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. Like I was really at the pop out, just like at first I was in awe of just everything that Kendrick was doing, right? And I was like, man, this is a really monumental moment. But then what really got me was seeing everybody I knew up there. I saw
Hmm.
everybody I knew up there that I worked with, and I'm like, oh, they did the, and they, of course, like they deserve to be up there and everything like that. But I was like, okay, this was the first time I really felt like, oh, I'm not doing enough. Like I
Mm,
had a song called All That, kind of doing this thing, maneuvering through the city or whatever. But I was like, oh, I'm not going hard enough, bro. Like I wasn't able to be a part of a monumental moment. Like when I see that picture what everybody took, I
hmm.
was like, damn, bro. Like I look at that, I'm like, damn, I really wish I was a part of that. So
Yeah.
I just took that energy and I just really went to the studio like the next day and really just made Only Child Syndrome. I'm like, I'm not fucking
Come
with
on.
niggas. I'm not fucking around no more. Like, you can't
Yeah.
leave me out the West Coast conversation anymore. So I felt like I had all the tools to be, niggas to be up and running, but
Hmm.
yeah, man. I just felt like, I got to show niggas who I am.
Yeah. Can we put a pin in that song real quick? Because I already had some specific questions about that song, Only Child Syndrome.
Yeah,
That title says a lot alone. What
yeah.
part of yourself were you examining in that song?
I was just channeling, honestly, I was channeling just like my competitiveness, bro. To be honest, like I
Hmm.
was really so competitive. I'm very competitive, bro. Like I just want to be the best, and that's all that song is. It's like I love y'all. I got love for everybody in this space, bro. I'm here to kill, man. I'm
Hold
here to
on, hold on,
kill.
hold on. We gotta hit the button.
I'm
Gotta
here
hit
to
the
kill.
button. You defend music in that song too. Music is my baby. And
Yeah.
you sit there, you talking your shit. You like, was that from the perspective of people that you saw that weren't taking it as serious, or were just kind of like hitting a lick on this entire space? Because I got some feelings about that as well. But what was that? What kind of inspired that train of thought in that portion of the song?
Hmm. I think where I was coming from was truly like y'all don't take this shit as serious as me. Like I cherish this shit, and I feel like a lot of niggas is playing
Hmm.
with. This is the most powerful art form to me. You know what I mean? I feel like you can say the most impactful things in rap. Like we have a genre where you're able to say a lot of words in RBPMs. You know what I mean? It's like you can say the most shit ever, the most impactful things. So it's like the fact that we're choosing not to give the duality and just give like life into these songs, that shit always had a problem with me. You know what I mean? Because of course I love to party too. I love to be that nigga for whatever. Like I love to turn up shit too. But this shit has the power to change lives in a good way, whatever, or at least make you think about life. You know what I mean? You don't gotta say the deepest shit ever. But how does this? I was tired of listening to music that when you listen to it, you don't even leave with a feeling no more. It's
Hello.
emotional. So that's really what it was. It's like, man, this shit is my baby, and I can really and I take care of it. That's really what
Yeah.
it is, for real.
No,
So.
I respect that because that's what
Yeah.
you make me not sound like so much like Uncle my channel when I start complaining because I'm not shaking my fist at people that's like, I don't want you to make what my generation. I don't even want that. I want you to find like the shit that lights you on fire because that's what makes the best music. I mean, we talked about diet, but like in the midst of him being in a battle, you heard some of the sharpest lyricism from him. Like I listen to Euphoria, I'm still in amazement of what was this nigga thinking? Like not just dot, but like who says, yeah, I choose you. Let's go ahead.
This
This
nigga
nigga's a
crazy, bro.
lunatic, bro.
I feel it though, man. I feel it. Them niggas been going at it for.
Yeah, subliminally for about 14 years, huh?
It's crazy, bro. I tell the nigga all the time. He's like the biggest Drake fan. We've been talking about this shit for like 5 years, bro. I keep telling that. I told this nigga in the chat for like 5 years, bro. When this nigga Dot decides to pop out, it's over for your mans, bro. Like it's over with.
You
I've been
couldn't
saying
tell it.
that.
You couldn't tell them that. You couldn't tell them that because I had the same conversation. You couldn't tell them that. There was no way they saw this version of him today.
That shit wild, man. That shit is wild. I can't believe like I don't know, man. I think because
Yeah.
niggas is from out here, I knew that what he did honestly seemed like a shock to certain people. Like
Mhm.
even when he took GNX in that route, they was like, I know he could make this type of music. It was like, nigga, you from out here, like that shit is in you, bro.
Yeah.
Like that type of energy is in you.
Yeah.
That shit is regular out here. So
I think that's the reason why us and New Yorkers clash so much because it's the same thing with them. We like too similar in that aspect, in that like the region alone, the way these streets is constructed, how close our neighbors are. the type of issues you get into. Like you could be a whole square out here and still you gotta be on your P's and Q's. You gotta have your head on a swivel just
Exactly.
because certain environments are like I know to this day, like I didn't moved out, but I know to this certain day, I go to certain places. I'm like, oh shit, church, gunshot, oh shit, oh,
Yeah.
where you taking me to?
Yeah.
And I'm here and I'm like, okay, all right, like get my head on a swivel. You almost don't even realize it how much tension you walk around until you move away to another place. And you're like, damn, I normalized that trauma. I normalized all of that and compartmentalized what it means to be a human being until you leave.
Mhm.
Do you feel any pressure to sound a certain way coming from the West Coast?
Hell no.
I could tell.
I don't feel no type of pressure, bro. I make so much type. I make so many types of music, bro. It's not even funny. Like
Yeah.
I just want to make great music. You know what I mean? I feel like the West Coast lingo and the West Coast essence of me is going it's gonna spill out every
Yeah.
single time. But I'm really eager to show the versatility I got in this shit. I wasn't playing when I said like I'm taking over rap and I'm taking R&B. Like, and I'm super serious. I'm
Mm-hmm.
very very serious when I say these things. Like, I believe I can make any type of music, and I've been doing it. And I think the world just gotta just wait to see. But I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah. No, they taking notice. They taking notice. How dare you call some shit that is somebody would pray to get an album like Open Gates and you come out, he gonna DM me talking about, like Kurt, peep out my mixtape when you get it. Yo, mixtape. And I proceed to listen to and I hate that it happened at the end of the year for me. Like I because I
Yeah.
had seen you because I known AD and Pun from when I used to be part of League of Stars.
Mhm.
And I known T-Rail like the last half of the year. So when I seen you on the platforms and then I started to see your video circulate,
Yeah.
like shout out to Yazzers. They was DMing me to oh you gotta peep this out. You gotta peep this out.
Bad.
And everything I saw was just the energy. Everything was just on an incline.
Mhm.
So by the time I got to the project, I'm like a little bit familiar. I want to know about the creative process. People don't ask this when we talking about interviews, bro.
Yeah.
When you creating, are you starting with the lyrics, emotion, melody, or is there like a certain sonic texture that you're going after? We all have different processes.
Yeah, man. I would definitely say the nucleus of every single song that's made is definitely from the message. I'm a big writer. I love to write, so I always throw on like a loop or just a simple beat, nothing too much going on. Just simple drum breaks or whatever. I'll write to it, and then I'd lay it, and then if the performance is good enough, me and Nick, we're like, okay, because we're always refurbishing beats. Like we always giving things new versions and seeing what works. Every song that you hear has about 5 to 10 versions. Nothing sounds the same. Like nothing. Like there's, I think only Child Syndrome is the only song where we changed the beat too on the first half, but that second half Nick just went in and went crazy. But
Insane. Insane.
the
I sat there. You saw me. My jaw hit the floor. I'm like,
yeah,
hey, what's this nigga on, bro? Like
yeah,
he ain't playing fair. He not playing fair right now at all.
yeah, for sure. That was a fun session. But yeah, man, just going in every single day, just nitpicking these versions and what I'm saying and how I'm performing them,
Yeah.
adding layers, taking out layers, and just living with it. Because these type of songs, when you're talking about all this subject matter and you having all these layers and stuff on it, you kind of gotta like detach from it a little bit for a day or two, come back with it with
Mhm.
fresh ears, like, oh, I hear something different, I hear something better. And then, but also too, it's important to know when you're done. And then I think that's what we do a really good job of. So, all right, this song is done. We don't
Yeah.
need to touch it no more. But
That's a
yeah,
bar. That's a bar because some people will edit a song to death and take all the life out of it in the process. You talk about Nick a few times, your producer. Uh, Let us know how important what he does is to the process because that was another highlight of the project for me was this production sounds like somebody that's just as locked in and as hungry as you are.
oh, for sure, man. We on the same exact mission. That's co-pilot right there, man. Like we really on the same exact wavelength. He challenges me in the studio. He's actually a producer. I allow myself to be produced. I don't
Mhm.
have an ego in there, and we challenge each other, man. Like we know what we're capable of. I believe he can be the best of kind of out the West as a producer, and he believes I can be the best in the world. You know what I mean? And that energy shows. You know what I mean? I always say, like, my words are precious cargo, man, and production is the ship to get that motherfucker there. Definitely, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's real shit. That's real shit. He's just as hungry.
Right. And you said that you allow yourself to be produced, which, there's always the big in the producer community, there's always a conversation of beat maker versus producer.
Yeah.
And a lot of beat makers don't understand the actual work that goes into producing an artist. Can you kind of talk about some of the things that Nick may do specifically with you as you're saying that you allow yourself to be or to be
Yeah.
produced, I should say?
hmm Man, he would just, it's funny, like I'll track and then I just let him, like, I won't even say nothing. Like, I'll track
Mhm.
and then I'll just let him get his ideas off. Like, I don't say
Mm,
nothing. I won't say nothing for like an hour or so. Just let him cook. You know what I mean? Because you have to allow other people who your collaborators, you have to let them go just as much as you like. And when he's tracking me, he's just letting me go. You know what I mean? And then he'll let me get my ideas off, and then I'll let him get his ideas off. And then by the end of the session, it's like, okay, what do you think I can say better? And then he said, nah,
hmm.
you can perform that better. This and okay, I'll go in. And then I'll go into the production. I'm like, nah, like, let's just take this out here. And then, and then we figure out we can do this, like we can do that. And then, so it's like we allow each other space and room to understand the track that we're working on. Because at the end of this, like, when it's fresh, you have to just he has to let me see it through, and I got to let him see it through. If that makes the most sense. So
No, that makes sense. It makes sense.
it's
And I want to make sure. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, I'm saying it's a synergy in there. It's like an energy that can't really even be explained. It's just like we know each other so much, so it's just like we kind of just know the rhythm every time we in the studio now. Yeah.
I love that y'all are doing that because I think there's a lot of artists and producers who treat their relationships as purely transactional, right?
Yeah.
Where you give me the beats, I'll give you the song, and then when we blow up, like you go your ways, I go my separate ways. But I love the fact that y'all are high level to this, and you're saying I trust you, you trust me, and together look at the results of what's happening. Everybody's in love with both of what we're doing because of how locked in we are with each other. That's a great example, I think, for folks who all they want to do is email beats, and then they want to be around these rappers. They don't want to be around these artists. They're scared. They low key, they niggas kind of low key scared to be around folks they make beats for.
Yeah. We were just having that conversation, me and him in the studio.
Yeah.
Just talking about why certain artists is not, where they at. They super talented, but they just treat everything transactional. Like, oh,
Mm,
I made this tape with you. This didn't work out. I'm on to the next producer. Like,
mm,
whatever, And you can't treat it like that. Me personally, I understand the value of somebody.
no,
I knew when he had no accolades and he knew when I had nothing going on for myself. Oh, we could be the best ever. And we did that for 2 years with no
yeah.
motion. We sat in the studio every single fucking day, made songs that nobody heard. We made some trash shit, made some great shit, and nobody heard it. And now the world is knowing who we are. And
Come
that's
on, man. But
due
you
to the
gotta.
work.
I hope you are understanding the wisdom that you're getting right now from Mark Lux. Like, do you understand what happens when you just patiently sit your Mark ass down, just
Sit
for a little
down,
bit,
man.
and build with people who want to build with you? Because a lot of folks, like you said, it goes both ways in the transaction. I got a philosophical question when it comes to your writing as a
Mhm.
writer to writer.
Mhm.
Mark Lux, do you write to understand yourself, or do you understand yourself first and then write?
It's a great question, bro. I really think it's both, and I'm a going. I will usually start a song knowing what I'm gonna talk about, but it's through the writing process that I figure myself out and what I mean. There's certain times where I swear to God I will be writing and I just know that shit just like it came from God. Like I would just sit down and pause and just like, damn, I get a tear in my eye because it's like I'm finding the answers within myself. That's the whole process with me writing. It's like talking to God in a sense. Like until heaven keep mashing. Like that's one of them for sure. I
Yeah.
would say certain bars that I'm just like, oh, like these are things that have been on my mind for a very long time. And when you get to articulate them into words and into a song that really translates the feeling, it's an amazing feeling, bro. So I would say both. I know what I'm gonna talk about always. I know, and I always have a good understanding of what I'm gonna talk about. But I find myself in who I am by the end of the record. So I can say that.
People don't understand, man. Like this, I always say when we get the beat and we're listening to the beat and we're mumbling our way through the cadence and trying to figure out the pockets, and then we start to think about how we're going to formulate this topic or this concept that you come up with. Um, the mumbles to me is clearing up the signal between you and God. Because you're
Yeah,
gonna get that message.
yeah,
It's gonna happen because you're supposed to be doing this as your God given gift, but you gotta trust the process. And the more that you get angst about it, the more that you mess with that signal. As an
mhm,
artist, how do you balance precision, especially as a lyricist, with
mhm.
honesty? Because there's some times where it's like, damn, that'd be some crazy wordplay, but at the same time, I need to land this idea to make sure people know how serious I am about what I'm getting ready to say.
Yeah, that's real, man. I always prioritize landing the plane, bro, because
Mm,
that's the hardest thing for me. Like, I got to sacrifice a crazy whatever double entendre or whatever the fuck to just make sure the message gets across. I'm message first, like whatever it is that gets the message there, I'm doing it.
yeah.
So that's what I'll do. Yeah.
Okay. Great
Mhm.
answer. Great. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about open gates, man.
Oh
Let's talk
yeah,
about open
man.
gates for a few minutes, man. This project, bro. It is the gift that keeps on giving. Because I just feel like every time I see you pop up on another platform,
Yeah.
it is not only in support of that project, it's talking about the project. Shout out to my cousin Moni. I saw the interview you did over there. I thought that was
Mhm.
super dope.
Yeah, shout out
Why
her.
the Yeah, yeah, for sure. Why the title Opened Gates? What gates are we talking about?
Talking about, it's a great question. It's a prelude, man. This is really a prelude to the album that is coming. I'm not gonna lie to you. Heaven is somewhere. That's the album. And to get to heaven, you got to open the gates first. So I just made sure I open the gates to let you know
Yeah.
Who Mark Lux is and how I'm coming. And that's why at the end of the project, until heaven, keep mashing. Because we're gonna get to heaven. We're gonna know what heaven is by the next project. So that's why it's all sprinkled in there, man.
Yeah.
Even I'm gonna just give like some tidbits right now. Like even at the end of the yapper, like Bobby caught a body, but I had to. Y'all don't know who Bobby is. Y'all gonna know who Bobby is.
Mhm.
Next, that's why I got Bobby. That's the Bobby sticker on the All That video. Like everything, I'm planting seeds right now. That once you're done listening to Heaven is Somewhere, the album, you're gonna look back at this and like, oh, okay,
Oh, we doing Easter eggs. We got
this
Easter
is
eggs we playing.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
it's a whole experience. Like it's a whole
Mm.
experience. I'm excited. Yeah.
And from your perspective today, was this project Open Gates about more so growth, release, or permission?
Permission to do what? Like,
Yeah, like giving yourself permission,
oh,
permission
giving
to
myself
say the
permission.
things that maybe you didn't say
Oh yeah,
before.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was all that, man. It was to show niggas like, oh, like I'm really here, bro. This is not the nigga to play with. This is the nigga to take serious. And yeah, man, I really just wanted to talk my shit and just showcase my ability to storytell. That was my biggest thing. That was my biggest thing. I'm leading with storytelling first every single time. So that's really what I wanted to do and give a fun listen. Give
Yeah.
a fun listen.
I got some specific questions about some specific songs. This is the one that to me made me like stop what I'm doing and say, oh no, I saw previews, I saw videos and clips, mostly like social media clips that popped up from other songs that you had released.
Hmm.
This one for Crutch.
Yeah.
And I've used you as you probably didn't even know. I use you as an example when I do my music critiques. I'm like,
Mhm.
nigga, if you're gonna do a Freeway video, don't just get by the Freeway sign and then do like this and then looking in the camera and messing up the third. You're not thinking
Yeah.
cinematic. You're not thinking about this being an expression of your art. It's almost like you checking off boxes for your music, which a lot of artists do. At some point in the beginning, you do that until you realize there's
Mhm.
something deeper here. That video, dog. First of all, you a lunatic for going on that freeway. Anyway, freeway in LA, right? No permit, and you gave such a crazy like performance of the song beyond the song being amazing.
Uh,
That freeway music video stood out. Why that setting for that song?
it's crazy. I was talking to Moni about this too. We had a whole other video that we was planning to shoot for. Like it was a one take. We were actually like rehearsing it for a month and a half or so, and then
Oh
a lot
wow.
of things happened that made it not fall through, and basically like a drone broke and shit like that. So we had a weekend to shoot content for Open Gates. So we shot a bunch of little clips for songs on the project, and then we shot Go Mark. And then Sunday comes along. This is the only day we have to shoot Crutch. We have no like, nigga, the drone broke, nigga, 3 days ago. Like we have no ideas. So we end up getting a flat tire. It's just me, Dion, a producer, and the nigga on the camera, our fucking DP.
Mm-hmm.
We all just sitting down while I'm waiting for AAA because I got a flat tire at a round table, just like, what are we finna do? Sun's going down. We got no lighting either.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, because we were supposed to shoot during the day, but since the flat happened, we can't even shoot during the day no more. So we just like, what the fuck are we finna do? We just start spitballing ideas, and then somehow we just land like, oh, imagine we get on the freeway or whatever. And then we kind of blow past that shit. Then this nigga Dion like, nah, like, what if we really get on the freeway?
Yeah.
Once this nigga's gears start turning like that, I'm like, all right, I know this shit. I know
You
this
gotta
shit.
have, for those who are listening, I get it as an artist. You gotta have one of them crazy niggas in your group. You gotta have somebody with the audacity. Because if you have your car break down, everybody in the car like, damn, bro, I can't believe this car done broke down. Anybody got AAA? Anybody got AAA? And then before you know it, somebody like, shit, I just walk. We got a gas can. I just walk. Fuck it. By the time y'all figure this out, I'll probably be on the way halfway back. You need somebody in your group that's gonna push that, because sometimes there's limitations to it or whatnot. But continue. I don't want to cut your story off.
No, you good. You good. And then the conversation starts getting more serious, and it's just like, oh, nigga, we really trying to get on the freeway, which I'm cool because I'm with the bullshit too. But my thing was, I was like, how is it gonna be interesting? In my head, the whole time we talking about the concept, I'm like, how is it gonna be interesting? And I couldn't really put my finger on it at first, but we've been in these feelings before, and I'm like, oh, you gotta just trust this feeling. You gotta let it guide you. Don't question it. And then I remember me and Dion, we driving because we almost didn't even do it. We was on our way to like shoot something else, if it was something safer. And then me and Dion was just like, no, fuck that, bro. We gotta really go on this freeway, bro. Like we gotta go on this freeway. So I tell the niggas following us, like, bro, pull over. Like we go under the freeway.
Oh, so you didn't even plan what freeway? You was just on it and you said right here.
We was just, bro. We went under the freeway.
Stop.
This is to get niggas ready.
Yeah.
Like because mind you, like we have like the niggas that we working with, they immigrants too. And ICE is going crazy right now.
It's crazy.
Like they're not trying to bring no attention to niggas to get in trouble. Like they not trying to lose their green and all types of shit. I'm like, bro, we finna go on this freeway right now. I'm finna act like a crazy nigga. Are y'all with it? Like, is everybody with it? Because we had to have like the producer, he was in the car kind of controlling traffic a little bit on his side. He had to do his part, and we in a truck. So the DP is holding the camera behind the truck the whole time. So he had to be really with it, like and real sturdy and not scary, no nothing. So we had to like really just have a game time huddle underneath the freeway to let us know we on this motherfucker. So
like I said, a game time huddle underneath the freeway.
Underneath the freeway, nigga, it was like, when niggas is finna play a football game and niggas is like,
right, we got one shot at this. If y'all, come on, y'all gotta stay locked in. Yeah.
That's for real. So, we went on that motherfucking freeway. We did one take.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Got about a second take. And going back to the energy of it, I knew this had to be this video was gonna stick, and it was gonna be interesting if I really acted like my ass off.
How did you know it was gonna stick? Because sometimes that artistic foresight comes to you, and it's hard for me to explain. I don't know if that's like God saying, "Look, trust me, son. This is the one."
Me and Dion, this is really our bread and butter. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like before we had treatments and all type of shit, it was run and gun. Like we have honestly trained this artistic muscle for so long to just hop out and get creative shots for a very long time. So, and then after a while, once you prepared, when it's time to perform, nigga, you've been here before.
Yeah.
And we haven't done it in a minute, but we relied on everything that we've done before to get us to the finish line this time. And I was like, okay, we only got better too. So, and when you it's like, it's just, a feeling, you know what I mean? We have never acted on an idea that was not it. When it's a feeling, when this idea is like, nigga, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So I had to figure out in real time, like, okay, this idea is really good, Mark. How do you take this to the finish line? And that's through your performance, bro. And I figured it out walking, like the first time, because we did it one time. We have to circle back, like, oh no, I get it now. Like I know how to move. I know how I gotta act crazy. I gotta give
Yeah.
a performance, like a real performance. So that was the whole thing, man.
Yeah.
But we set it up and mind you, like dead ass, bro. 30 minutes.
30
That's
minutes.
30 minutes. We didn't know in 30 minutes we figured out the Crutch video. Can't lie
That's
to you, bro.
crazy.
Can't lie to you.
No disrespect to your DP, no disrespect to your videographer. That drum was supposed to break.
Oh God, I think that motherfucker was supposed to break. I'm telling you, bro.
I was like, no.
Like they not, bro. Yeah, man. I do not question nothing no more. That shit happened. I'm like, oh, okay. Like I know there's something else.
When I tell you, bro, I got so much faith in what your future looks like that one day people are gonna come back to this interview and your diehard fans that you have made are gonna come back to this and be like, damn, bro, like, of course he made it.
Mm,
Look at the type of energy that went into the production of the earlier years of this. Of
mm,
course, that's somebody that's going on to do great things. So I got a
mm,
lot of faith in what you're building, and I know I got. Let's just flat out say niggas be scary about this content shit, bro. Especially artists be scary. What advice would you give? Because you know I got a lot of independent artists that follow this platform. What
yeah.
advice would you give to them who are dreading going out and doing content? They're terrified of being judged. And
Mm,
you see that TikTok meme that the TikTok trend that's been going where people are like doing content. They like, oh, this nigga want to be a social influencer. I think a lot of people a lot of artists feel awkward and I just want to work
mm,
on the art. But that's been
mm,
such a valuable piece, at least to my introduction to your
mm,
world as Mark Lux. Can you
mm,
kind of talk to, I guess, what advice you would give to them for getting the right type of content? Because all of your shit is really cinematic.
mm. First and foremost, man, just make sure first you gotta have put some time and effort and thought into what you got going on. You know what I mean? Like I said, Crutch video that was done in 30 minutes, but we were able to do that in 30 minutes because we put 6 years behind the type of shit that we got going on. Like,
Whew.
you know what I mean? It's like
Mm.
don't get it misconstrued. So like really take your time and make thorough ideas with the people in your team because and make sure everybody's challenging each other, making sure that you understand what like your taste level and understand what's like sticking
Mhm.
and make sure whatever is going on, you're making content that is left from it. Like don't look at something and try to emulate it. Do something, see something. Every time I see something that inspires me and Dion like, oh shit,
Yeah.
we gotta take it to the next level. Like what
Mhm.
they did, we gotta up it up. Don't try to do it,
Yeah.
like up it. I'll say that. And then the second but most important ingredient to this shit, man, you can't give a fuck, bro. Like you gotta be so comfortable not giving a fuck. I swear to God, and I think that is what I've never gave a fuck since I was a kid. Like
Mhm.
I'd always just do whatever I want to do. Sometimes it got me in a lot of trouble. Sometimes it did me good. You can't get on that freeway, ass out, fucking acting an ass.
Be
Like
timid.
without
Imagine
giving a fuck.
that video would have been ruined if you went out there and even like
You know what I mean? Like imagine if I went on that freeway acting scary, just if I'm gonna cuss like
come
like
on, bro. Like, and
like.
the part that be tripping me out, Mark, is when you
Mm,
listen to the lyrics
mm,
and like niggas be talking big shit, like, oh yeah, all
yeah,
the women, all the females love me, and it's like you don't got one
yeah,
woman in this video.
yeah.
Or like you talk about all of like it's just a lot of my independent peers. I try to make sure they know that because Absol told me that one time. He was like, he told me, he said, always when you do a music video, always have one woman prepared to be in that music video. And I said, what's the explanation? He said, nigga, I don't know. DJ Quick told me that. I said, okay, all right. You know what? I'll take. But now that I got older, I understand like it's so many reasons people tap into the visual. It's so many reasons people, especially when your lyrics are talking about a lifestyle, you gotta look like whatever that lifestyle is you writing. But a lot of
Mhm,
folks write confidence into their lyrics, but their
mhm,
visual looks nothing like the confidence that they're talking about.
mhm. Yeah, no, for sure, man. And I'm also too that I love the duality. I love contrast to shit. You know, I understand what I'm saying in Crutch, and I love and me. I literally changed underneath the freeway to look crazy. You know what I mean? Like, just I wanted to look like a crazy person going into that freeway because I know the contrast is insane. Just what I'm saying and how I'm articulating myself, I understand how to get in character. You
Yeah.
know, and I think that just we're big, cinematography fans. We love a lot of movies. We study a lot of different, music videos and people that are just really dope characters, man. And how they get into them and how they captivate this world that they build. So that's the whole thing. Is world building as well. Understand the story you're telling too. I'll tell these artists that too. Understand the story you're telling, and then everything will guide. If you wake up every single day knowing exactly your intention and what you got, what you want to show the world, you show up every single day. It's gonna be some days gonna be harder than others, but just understand you're gonna understand it more and more every single day. So if you show up for yourself, you'll be fine for sure.
I kind of feel that's a great answer, by the way, but I kind of feel like I know the answer to this question, but I'm curious either way. Do you think more philosophically about your art? Do you think more in terms of songs or bodies of work?
Bodies of work every time.
Why is that?
Bodies of work. Because like I said earlier, I'm a storyteller. Like I always have a story I want to get across. So then once I have, my story, I can I work backwards. Like, okay, I know this is the end point for the story. How do I work backwards? And then I get to the body. And then once I'm in the body portion, I'm like, oh, okay, now I can make the intro because I know exactly how it's gonna flow from the body to the end. That's
Yeah.
how my brain works. So it's really how to get the story across. 'Cause I always know what I'm trying to say. I always know what I'm trying to say. It's just about how I end up saying it and what I end
Right.
up doing. You know,
Yeah. And you talk about how like so much guerrilla marketing goes into the things that you're doing. I'm curious, what does independence mean to you?
I'm actually not independent.
Are you not independent? Okay.
No, no, I'm
Okay.
not
Okay.
independent. I just signed to listen to the kids on what, last year. It's
Bless
actually coming up on a year.
you. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But this is the first
It's my
project.
mistake.
But
It's my mistake. I did my bad. My bad. Yeah, yeah,
no, no,
yeah.
you good. You good. It basically is pretty much. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Just it's. But I've been independent for so long. It's really the same program. Nothing has changed.
Mhm.
I'm doing the same exact thing that I was doing when I was independent for 5 years. You
So
know.
let me alter that question. What is
Mm,
independence in your artistic decisions mean to you?
mm. It's a good question. I would say independence in my artistic direction.
Like, what does that
Understand
autonomy? What does that freedom and autonomy mean to you?
it really means just say the most important things you could say. Like I've been through a lot. I have a story to tell, and everybody has an individual story to tell. Please make sure you say because nobody can tell a story like you. Nobody has been through the exact transgressions that you've been through in life. Like I really wish niggas understood that because you are really just a one of one. Like
Yeah.
8 billion people in this motherfucker. There will never be another nigga like you ever in your life.
Come on.
You chose to tell a story other niggas is saying. You're bunk for that.
Hmm.
Say the shit that you been through and understand that human emotion is the bedrock to everything that you do. If it's connecting on a human level, no matter if you shot a nigga, no matter if you live the most well off life, nigga, everybody is sad, everybody is depressed, everybody has anxiety, everybody is happy. You have to find a way to channel that through the shit that you have been through in life, and that's your job as an artist to figure out. Nobody else's. So I'd say it's that.
As kind of a related question today,
Mm.
why do you think a song like Fades resonates with so many people that never been in Fades?
Oh, because phase is literally a metaphor for shit that's beating your ass in life. That's literally
Mm.
what fades is about. It's not even. It's like, of course, there's little things in there where it's like, okay, I really caught a fade, but nigga, no one taught me how to fade when finances was running low. No one taught me how to fade when better days were come and go. No one taught me how to fade when I was clutching on that pole that almost spoke to niggas and accents only God can know. Left, right, jab. I don't like hooks when I step in the ring. I'd rather bar when I spar and take homies and to get a piece. Little combinations on greatness can never fuck with me. I'm Tyson's in the violence, going out swinging on everything. Like it's a metaphor to just nigga, just I'm swinging back when
Yeah,
life is punching me. Like
yeah.
that's the whole thing, bro.
You ever see that gif? You ever see that gif? There was a TikTok filter where it would clone you over and over, and somebody was like, "When I find a person that's been taking all my
Oh
money, that
yeah,
shit
yeah,
just say bills, and
yeah,
it's just him hitting his
yeah. Oh God, oh God, dead ass,
just
bro.
punching on himself." Yeah,
Oh God.
that's that right there.
Mhm.
Man, these are great answers. So I want to ask sort of like a 2-part question in this, and we getting towards here to the close, man. Really appreciate your time and
Yeah,
all of the
man, thank you,
transparency,
man.
bro.
Yeah, this shit fun, bro. I love talking about, shit that I love doing. So no
Yeah,
problem.
it's the artistry, man. We got to
Yeah.
focus in on that. Um, Let me ask you this: what would you consider, I guess, the most difficult time in your artistic journey so far?
Ooh. I would honestly say for real, dropping out of school, that really affected, my mom, and saying, I'm just going against the grain, just doing the shit that I wanted to do and just believing in it. And a lot of people telling me I should do this, have a plan B, and just being very focused on, nah, fuck them plan Bs. This is all I'm finna do. And I'm gonna just die about it. You know what I mean? Wherever it take me, wherever it take me. But this is all I know, this is all I wanna do. So it's really that, bro. Just really, people that really, really love you and that you have so much love for, being okay with disappointing them for the integrity of your art.
Mhm.
That's some shit, bro.
Yeah,
And it's not easy. It's not easy, but you gotta make sure you show up every single day to make sure you don't fail and make them happy. So that's real.
on the flip side of that, what is probably the most proudest moment that you've had up until now?
Proudest moment. It's a couple, man. Just seeing who I've became and what my team has become through everything we've been through to get to this point to put out a really good project that people are receiving. That's number one, man. That shit is. I'm so proud of me and my brother's growth
Yeah.
all the time. Because we've been doing this for years. Nobody, like, nigga, we was talking like this when we had zero motion,
Mhm.
like not the slightest motion. We finna be the best in the world. We finna this, like, nigga, like, for real. So
Yeah.
just the fact that it's like the start of those conversations,
Mhm.
man, that shit is a blessing.
Yeah.
Um, on some just like full circle kind of moment things, like I've had a couple sessions with Punch lately, and
Shout out to
to
Punch.
see,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and just honestly like seeing that, like just actually having conversations with this nigga in the studio and playing him like my unreleased shit, and getting that advice that he gave, literally like our literal greats. I don't know if my on the screen. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, it just froze up a little bit. I
okay,
think it's still coming. There we go. We good. We good.
okay. Solid. That's been a recent one. Just like, damn, bro. Like, I had to tell him, like, nigga, I'm here because what y'all niggas did.
Right.
So that was a cool moment for sure.
What what part of the process do you enjoy the least, but is necessary?
Nigga.
He like, which one you want me to start with, Kurt? Shit.
But, bro, uh, I'm gonna go. I got like two, man. I really figuring out, nigga, like every single video that we ever did, it don't ever go as planned as you think it's gonna go. And the ability to pivot is such an important skill to have, man. Like, you will never write a treatment and everything is going as planned. Like, somebody gonna be late. We don't have this location is doing it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just bullshit. Like, Crutch is an example. Like, nothing will go as planned, but it's on you to really be on your toes and learn how to pivot through these situations, and that's what makes, niggas amateurs to from being a great. So
Yeah.
I think that's a big one. And then on the music level, most challenging is really trying to say a message, but it's just not sticking. Like, I know I'm equipped to really rap. I can rap all day, but if there's a certain message and I'm challenging myself to get it across
Mhm.
on the elite level, and it doesn't, like, it's not getting there, that shit
Mhm.
fucks me up.
Mm.
Like, all right, walk away, bro. Walk away for a week or so. Leave this idea alone. Come back with a whole new mind. And most of the time, that shit really, really work. Just leave it alone.
You know who I think about when you say that? I think about Pharrell in the multiple versions of songs called "Happy" that he made throughout his
Yeah,
career.
yeah.
Before he finally got the one he wanted to get off, and
Mm.
that's why I think he did all that crazy shit, like a 24-hour music video for it, because he was like, I finally got it. But if you go back through the NERD albums, the Seeing Sounds, you go back through all, he has a song about being happy. And I think he was trying to find like that anthem that was going to touch to the pulse of the people and really be an auditory representation of what happiness is to him. He figured that shit out. So I always think about Pharrell because he took so many stabs at it, but nobody was like, that's why you couldn't get to it. They were just like, okay, we got another happy song. Okay, cool. So I try to use that when I try to give myself a little bit of artistic patience and knowing like there's still a purpose for that art to exist. And maybe the detail and the nuance might have affected what that needed to be in this moment.
Yeah, that's real. Didn't that nigga hate that song?
Who does he? He probably do. Shit, I would too if that song became.
There's one in the Lego movie. I don't know. I feel like that nigga said like I don't know.
He said a lot. Artists. He said that shit then. He probably feel a different way now. So,
like, real.
What version of yourself? These are the last two questions I got for you. What version of yourself are you trying to grow into next, both artistically and personally?
Personally, artistically, I'll say I'm trying to become a better singer. Okay. Like I can hold a note, but my challenge artistically is I really want to, because I don't practice in that lane as much as I want to. I don't practice in that lane as much as I should, and I think now this next album process is really challenging me to really sing. That's one of my artistic goals, is to really kill shit in the R&B lane. And then
are you serious about this? You dead? You're a very, because it's like the fourth, fifth time you brought this up.
I'm serious as fuck, man. Yeah. Like I'm so serious. There's one day I might pop out. I really want to pop out with a whole alternative album. Like go full Frank Ocean on niggas.
That's crazy. You do that. You do that. It's like I already had an idea. Y'all took we didn't get to talk about it, but it's fine because like people don't understand my appreciation for Yeasty.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm listening to that. That be the shit that as a producer, I'll be like, you gonna let me get away with this? Hey man, take that little funny ass sound out that shit and let's get back to the like the fact that you said, all right, bet that's the new challenge. It gave me the same excitement that I heard when I was listening to like E40's Ghetto Report Card for the first time, because I heard sounds that I was like, you can do that. Rick Rock was going crazy. Lil Jon is on that project too. Like, I think that kind of experimentation is needed more so now than ever, bro. So I salute y'all for going about it that way.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, man. We love them little earworms, man. Just things are just like, what? Like, but I don't know why I like it. I love that shit. I love when I listen to it. I'm like, I don't know why I like this shit, but I do. Yeah.
I got an off kilter question for you. I got, it's a little different, but this is the last one I want to cap it off with.
Crazy.
All right, Mark Lux, imagine you wake up tomorrow and everything related to your work is gone. No catalog, no audience, no momentum, no motion, no systems. You still have your experience. You still got your skills, your work ethic, a laptop, a phone, internet access, and a small budget. If you had to rebuild from absolute zero as an independent artist, or excuse me, as an artist in general, what would you do first and why?
That is a crazy question. What would I do first and why? You said I got budget? I got
You got a small budget. You got small budget, yeah.
What's small?
I'm gonna give you like
that depends on that. That changes
right, gonna do it. I'm gonna give you like 500.
500. Oh, okay.
He said, "Do you know what I can do with it?"
Right.
I say 500 only because we still in the we still in this inflation. Like,
you good. We good. We been there.
500 real quick. You on some gas shit.
We been there before, man. That ain't nothing.
Shit, eggs is $422 per right now. So
I'm doing the same resources, bro. I'm hitting the studio. I'm making the craziest song ever, and we shoot music videos for 150 before, like, so we gonna do that. We gonna run and gun it. We gonna get on. We got on the freeway. We probably gonna jump off a building next time. Like we gonna go crazy.
Damn.
You gotta take it there. Jump out a plane or something.
These niggas ain't dropping off no plane. That's why Mark Lux is Mark Lux. Hold on, one time.
Yeah, I done jumped out a plane before. I'm telling you, nigga. I'm serious.
Only applause. I didn't did it before, Curtis. What you mean?
I didn't did it before, bro. I'll send you the video. I really done jumped out of an airplane before. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it again one day for a video.
I think bro, like off script and all of that stuff. But I think you are a testament to the human commitment that you make as an artist. How far are you willing to go? Not just for the music and the art. Anybody can be brave inside of a studio with no windows and just you and an engineer or producer. But when that finds its way outside, you understand why folks like I saw Kendrick early on, and I saw like the foresight of the things that he saw that were bigger than the moment. Probably a reason he didn't involve himself in some of the New West meetings because he was like, nah, I see something so much bigger than just this moment.
Yep.
And now the niggas selling out stadiums all across the world. It's no surprise when you have that kind of expectation upon yourself and you're willing to invest your entire self into the process. And I see that with you, bro. I see that with this content that you're doing. I see it with your demeanor. And that makes you a dangerous, dangerous artist that people need to be paying attention to. So I salute you, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. That truly mean a lot, man. Like, I swear, even outside of the music, like, I just want to be the best me. You know what I mean? Cool, the best. I want to make the best music ever, but like, I'm truly doing this shit on becoming for me to become a better person. You know what I mean? And showing people that it's cool to care. And I've just always been somebody that cared, man. Like, like I told you, I was a big fan like I was a big fan of Kobe, bro. And Kobe taught me a lot about work ethic when I was a kid. And one thing that always stuck with me when he was having this interview and he was just like, "What do you mean? Like why? Like someone like why do you go so like hard all the fucking time? Like you ever want to like chill out, give it a break or whatever?" He's just like, "Bro, there is somebody that comes to my game probably put their whole savings up and they have nothing to watch me play. I'm going to come every single day and show my ass, bro. Like I'm going to every game, no matter if I'm playing some busters, I'm giving them my all because somebody out there is watching and this is all they got at this very moment in life. And that's how I treat this shit. Like I'm showing up every single day for a nigga I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like take this inspiration, whatever I can give, whatever vessel I could be, and you do it the same, you know, like, because at the end of the day, bro, like, niggas is not finna be here forever, bro. Like, this is all you got. It's all I'm gonna leave.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and then it's up for somebody else to take that and just do it for a whole nother generation. And the cycle got to continue because if we don't have niggas that care, this hip hop shit gonna die.
Come on.
It's gonna die. Like, literally gonna die. And it damn near was happening if this beef wasn't then fucking bubble up.
Bro. It was getting nasty out here. Like, it was getting to the point where how were we going to access something that was going to switch the course of the direction everything was going in? I hope you load management ass niggas is listening today. I hope you heard what he said. You know what I'm saying? I hope you understand all that taking, you spending more time outside the studio doing everything else. And I know that as you get bigger, these things are part of the responsibility because it is a business that you're running. But there's certain artists that are egregious about it where I love your answer. That's why I asked that last question, because your first answer was keep the main thing the main thing. Let's get back in the studio. Let's get, let's find another moment. There's some more moments. Let's find this. Let's focus on the art first and everything else will take care of itself. And not everybody thinks like that. And I think that's a cheat code for sure.
Thank you, homie. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We got a lot of work to do. But
job not done. Job not finished.
Job not finished. Never gonna be. It's crazy.
Whenever that moment happens, man, just know you always got a family on this side, DIY family that want to see you win because, we see the love and care that you and your team, your producers put into the work. And, we're going to always salute you. So thank you again for being a guest.
My dog. Thank you, man. I enjoyed my time.
Of course. DIYers, make sure you hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Make sure you subscribe, share, all that good stuff. You got my permission to clip up and share what moments were inspirational to you. Leave it down below in the comments. What was the most powerful thing that you heard from Mark Lux? Once again, I thank you. I thank you for your time, Mark Lux. We'll talk to you soon.
My dog, thank you.
DIY.
Tear in your eye.